Vernon Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Fisher Overstreet. I don't know a single thing about hockey. Not lying to you here. Football, baseball, basketball, I can do it all for you. Hockey, had to bring in my good friend Cameron Larkin. He's the CEO of the CamCon project on Facebook. And Cameron, tell us a little bit about that.
CamCon is this new news organization where it covers from everything sports to movies and music and TVs. So it's very cool and exciting, and we got a bunch more things coming our way for it. So I'm very excited to go on this journey with it.
Yeah, it's been a great ride for me. I've been an admin off and on here for a little bit, but it's definitely been fun, and the pages just keep growing, and it's going to be really successful really soon. So I'm excited for it. Let's talk some hockey, though. The playoffs are upon us.
Best time of the year.
Yeah, best time of the year. NBA and NHL playoffs are coming up, and baseball's kicked off. It's just a great time. We have, in the first round, let's start with the Stars and the Wild. Each team, solid offenses, not great goaltending, but as far as Stars and the Wild, you have the Stars or the Wild, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, this one can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Dallas, I have them over the Wild, but however, very inexperienced in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Sagan, he's been injured, so he could possibly be ready for game one, but how will he be able to come back off the injury, which he had a Achilles tear in his tendon. So that's a very big issue there. So he might not be as much powerful as he was in the regular season, but it's going to be interesting to see that one. It can definitely go either way. But I picked Dallas because Sagan and Ben, that is a tough duo, and I think they can get it done.
He's a definitely tough dude. Sagan, you're right. Key part of that team. I'll take the Stars in 6 games.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a really intriguing matchup, definitely around my area, Southern Illinois. Blues and Blackhawks. Blues fans, we just get disappointed every year. And then you look up north, and the Blackhawks are winning a Stanley Cup every other year. They're 3 cups in the last 5 years. I'm going to take the Blues in this series. Might be a little biased, but I really think we've improved. Parayko, he's one of those guys that, hey, if he gets hot, you never know. And obviously Tarasenko, he's going to show up in the playoffs. So I'll take the Blues in 7 games.
Yeah, Tarasenko is a very good player, and he's going to be a huge help for the Blues here.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this entire side of the NHL playoffs is we got lots of repeating matchups, and the Blackhawks and Blues seem to find each other in the playoffs every year. And the Blackhawks always seem to have the Blues number.
Yeah.
And it could be different this year, but I am going to go with the Blackhawks because how I'm looking at it is which team's roster improved more. And I feel like the Blackhawks roster improved more than the Blues. I mean, they got Richards, they got Panarin, who has been fantastic on the Kane line. And Kane's been tearing it up all year.
Kane's been incredible.
And
yeah.
I mean, he's been a great attitude for the Blackhawks. So I feel like, it's the Blackhawks' favor. I don't know how anyone can doubt them. I'm not a Blackhawks fan myself, but like you already pointed out, they've won 3 cups in the past few years. So I got to go with the Blackhawks on this one.
Yeah, they seem to get hot at the right time. There's no doubt. Both of these teams, really good teams. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Blackhawks lost in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if the Blackhawks went all the way again. So it's just one of those teams. Let's go to the Ducks and the Predators. Perry with 34 goals and Forsberg with 33 goals. So both these teams have some guys who can score.
Yeah, they do. And Perry really stepped up this year because the Ducks, they were struggling really bad in the beginning of the season with Perry and Getzlaf not scoring. The new addition, Carl Hagelin, so they either traded in the middle of the season, right before trade deadline. But those players, they have not been playing well in the beginning, but in the end, they've been tearing it up lately. And that's really interesting because, like the veterans, they got they got a history of going to the playoffs. This is the fourth straight playoff appearance for the Ducks, and the ninth time in the last 11 seasons since the 2005 and 16 season. The only team who had more than that was the Red Wings. So obviously, I have to go with the Ducks on this one because National, again, very inexperienced, but Ducks, they always seem to make it far in the playoffs, and they've been here a bunch of times. So.
Yeah. The Ducks are one of those teams. They're always in the thick of things. And staying out west for this last first-round matchup, got the Kings and the Sharks. This is another great rivalry game. And two elite defensemen, Doughty and Burns, going to go at it again. It's always fun to watch those guys play.
Oh, yeah, I cannot agree more.
Yep. And I'm going to take the Sharks in 6, but again, that's a toss-up.
Yeah. I have to take Kings because Kings, again, like the Blackhawks, they always be good in the playoffs, and they always make it far. Kings have won 2 cups in the past 5 years, and I think they're going to give the Blackhawks a run for their money. It's going to be interesting to see how Blackhawks and Kings do with the rest. I think those two teams are going to verse each other for the final matchup and the rest, and I think it could go either way there. But I got the Kings in this one.
Okay, so you say you have the Blackhawks so you'll have the Blackhawks over the Stars and the Kings over the Ducks. So who will you have, Blackhawks and Kings?
That I don't know yet. It's still too early in the playoffs. But I probably gonna have to go with Blackhawks because their roster is deep.
They're really deep.
A good roster with Richards, Panarin, and Anisimov. Those are just a few new additions, and the Kings just been tearing it up.
Yeah, and don't forget about Coach Joe Quenneville, 1,000 wins. Is he the second leading?
He's a fantastic coach, and the Blackhawks are very lucky to have him.
Yeah, great coach. Let's go to the East. Got the Panthers and the Islanders. Grease of the Islanders, great year in goal. .925 save percentage. And the Panthers are going to have a tough time scoring on them this series.
Exactly. I mean, I think a lot of people are counting the Panthers out already just because, I mean, the Panthers always finish in the bottom of the standings time after time again, year after year, season after season. But honestly, don't count the Panthers out yet. But I do have the Islanders being the Panthers, but I think the Panthers are going to give the Islanders the money because I think the Islanders are going to make the mistake of overjudging the Panthers. I think they're going to think that this is just going to be too easy to go winning for playing the Panthers. But Yager has been leading the Panthers, and that's just been the team that's been hot all year long. So
definitely, yeah. And I think one of those things, especially for me, I try not to, but the Panthers and the Lightning in Florida. I mean, you don't think of hockey teams in Florida. If you're in Florida, you're either on a baseball field or you're out on a golf course. You're not playing playoff hockey, and the Lightning have proved to be a great team. That's where we'll go next. Lightning versus Red Wings. Ben Bishop, just another great year in goal, and I think the Red Wings will struggle to score on him too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say Bishop's one of the top 5 goaltenders in the league. He's outstanding. He's amazing. I love watching him. He's always making a big impact in the game, and it's just great. But see, this is a very interesting matchup. I mean, the Lightning, they were in the Stanley Cup Finals last year versus Blackhawks. They didn't win, but they want to push it all the way this year and win it. But I don't think they are. I mean, one of their biggest stars, Ryan Callahan, he has been very disappointing in the season, which is shocking from a player like him. Mm-hmm. But he has not been playing well. He's been disappearing. He's been on and off. So I don't know. That's going to be a big factor, not having him as a top 5 player. But the Red Wings, they always make it to the playoffs. They always go deep. But this is really interesting because this actually reminds me of the NFL Super Bowl with Manning, how it's his last season, and the Broncos really rallied behind that to win him his last Super Bowl. Because now this is going to be Duke's last season. He's not going to be returning next season. So I think we're going to see the team really rallying behind Duke and trying to win the Stanley Cup for him and Red Wings. So this is going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, the hockey, never count Hockeytown out. They seem to always be in the mix as well. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, Capitals and Flyers, another great Eastern matchup. Holtby, 48 wins this year. And obviously, as a St. Louis Blues fan, TJ Oshie, man, he gave us headaches in the playoffs. You think he'll be able to show up in the playoffs this year with Washington?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, he's been showing up on season 4 for the Capitals. He's making a huge impact. He's scoring like crazy. He has 26 goals this season with 25 assists for 51 points. He was a great addition to the team, and he's definitely going to be great for the Capitals. I definitely have the Capitals in this one. However, it's really interesting because when you look at the Flyers and the Capitals, when they verse each other in the regular season, the Flyers beat the Capitals 3 out of 4 times. The Capitals usually struggle against the Flyers. And, I mean, I think the Capitals just overlooked the Flyers. I mean, Capitals, they won the President's Trophy. The Flyers, they just barely got in. So it's another issue with, like, the Panthers versus Islanders. Will the team overlook the other team? Will the Capitals say, oh, this is going to be an easy matchup. We can easily beat them. It's the Flyers. They just made it in. Barely made it in. And so it's going to be really interesting to see this one. But hoping he's been best goaltender this season. He's been outstanding, and definitely Ovechkin too. He's been amazing. Just won the most points trophy, the Richards.
Yeah.
So that's great. And TG, like you said, TG Oshie. Those 3 players are going to be exciting to watch, and their team is deep, and the coach knows his stuff. The Capitals coach, he's been a great addition for the Capitals, and I like to see them win it, honestly.
Yeah, I'd like to see them make a run at it. Quite a few players on that team that I like, and like you said, they're really deep. Got a lot of guys with experience. Obviously, Oshie does not have experience winning in the playoffs. He just doesn't. Oh, there's a phone. And we got Penguins and Rangers in the last matchup of the first round. Okay, I'm going to cut this part out because the phone's ringing. So you just hold on for a second. I don't know who's calling me right now.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
I don't want you to leave a message.
Alright. Are we going to start all over?
Messages, press delete again.
Alright. Alright, so in the last matchup we have the Penguins and the Rangers. Obviously, I know you're not a Penguins fan, and I'm not either, but there's no denying their superstar offense. And although Lundqvist, on the other hand, great goalie, he had 35 wins this year, really solid. So it's going to be a good matchup.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, we have lots of repeated matchups this year. The Penguins and Rangers, they've been versing each other 3 times in the past 4 years. So this is going to be exciting. I think that both fan bases are really excited for this. And again, I think it's something the Rangers are going to overlook the Penguins. I think they beat them the past times they verse each other, so they're going to think, we know how to beat them. In fact, Lundqvist was just quoted earlier today. He said, we know how to beat them. So it might be something they might just overlook and just already expecting to beat the Penguins, which is another big mistake. Mm-hmm. It's always funny watching teams think that and then not coming through. Yeah. That's just the Penguins thought 2 years ago when they were up 3-1 against the Rangers, and then boom, the Rangers came back and beat the Penguins to move on to the next round. But see, this is going to be very good because Rangers always have the Penguins numbers, but I'm a Rangers fan, so I got to give it to Penguins on this one. Just because it's another year Lundqvist is going to have to carry his team, but I don't think the Rangers have what it takes to beat the Penguins. Kessel and Hagman, they have been tremendous additions to the team. They've been unstoppable. Hagman has improved the Penguins' penalty kill greatly, while the Rangers' penalty kill has been awful since Hagman left. However, Penguins, they have no Malkin. Mata is a game time call, and Marc-Andre Fleury, he's not 100%. He most likely will play, but he's not 100%. So it is going to be interesting because the Penguins have what it takes, but they got the injuries against them. Crosby, though, he's been unstoppable. As much as I hate saying it, this year he has impressed me. I think this is the first time Sidney Crosby has impressed me this season. Usually he binds and dives and just chokes, and it's just always interesting because last year the Penguins had the worst record against divisional teams. Crosby cannot play in tough games. He always falls in the playoffs. He always falls against divisional rivals. He just struggles at that. However, this season he's proved all that wrong, and he's really stepped up the season, really impressed me. If Crosby came in the league doing what he did this season, I don't think there would have been much hate for him as there was.
Yeah,
what we're seeing this season from Crosby is what we should have seen when he first came in the league. This is a player who has been unstoppable. This is a player who's been living up to all the hype and expectations that he first got when he was a rookie.
Yeah, Crosby, you're right. He's just one of those players. You have to respect his game, but, off the ice, off the court, you can compare him to maybe LeBron, kind of guy who's kind of weak, honestly, weak mentally, flopping or doing something, just is not favorable to the fans, or choking in the playoffs. He's just one of those guys you can't really like off the ice, but on the ice you definitely have to respect him.
Oh, yeah, and it's been really interesting because usually, I've always said Malkin was better than Crosby. I still disagree. I still think Malkin is better than Crosby. I do not think Crosby is the best in the league. However, he's certainly disproven that this year. But when you look at the past records and look at the statistics, when the Penguins play without Malkin, it's a losing record. However, when the Penguins play without Crosby, it's always a winning record. I see more leadership coming from Malkin than I have from Crosby.
Yeah, I could see that. Malkin's obviously a great player. He's been there for a while, and just another great player on that Penguins team. All right, so let's go to the. Yeah, let's go. I know you're not ready to give a Stanley Cup Finals prediction, but if you had to, who would you have in the Stanley Cup Finals?
This may come surprising to a lot of people since I'm a Rangers fan, but I have the Capitals going all the way. I just love that team. I love Holtby. I love Ovechkin. As much as I think Lundqvist deserves a cup, those two players deserve a cup also. I've always wanted Lundqvist to get a cup before for them. He really deserves a cup, but the Rangers, they just don't have what it takes. Glenn Sather, the Rangers GM, he just made awful moves down the road, like trading Dubinsky and Anisimov or Nash, who will both come cheaper and produce more goals than Nash does. So that's a big issue. Then again, they got Dan Boyle, who's not in his prime. He's old, he's slow. He's been struggling a lot for the Rangers. When they let Shulman go, who has been great for the Lightning. And then again, they traded the captain, Ryan Callahan, away for a 40-year-old player, St. Louis. I have the most respect for St. Louis. I love him, but he's not on the team now.
No.
He retired and he's way past his prime. So Rangers, their GM, Glenn Sather, just been making awful moves. I don't think the Rangers have the team to get them to the playoffs. But I got to go with the Capitals.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Capitals too.
Blackhawks with Capitals, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got the Capitals over the Sharks. I filled out a bracket yesterday, so that's.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do have the Sharks move up on it too, and don't doubt that because again, like I keep bringing up, most teams just overlook certain teams.
Yeah.
Sharks, they always make it in the playoffs, but they could never finish it. They always choke in the playoffs. They're usually a first-round exit team. They get to the playoffs and get knocked out by any team. But their roster definitely improved. They definitely want to make it far, and they almost made it far last year. A lot of people had them go into the Cup last year. So it's going to be interesting. I definitely say Sharks are a team to watch. I mean, in the West, I say watch out for the Blackhawks, Kings, or Sharks. Any of those teams. In the East, I say watch out for the Capitals, the Flyers, and Red Wings. Those are my teams in the East.
Yeah, that's pretty good. about what I had. And also, when you look back to the Blues, we're about to wrap it up, but I know goaltending has been an issue in the playoffs. Brian Elliott leads the league, though, this year in a save percentage, .930. So.
Yeah, he has been fantastic for the Blues this season, especially towards the end. I think he's going to bring the Blues far. I hope to see the Blues go far. I mean, the Blues and Blackhawks. I think that's definitely going to be a 7-game series. Those two teams
it's going to be a great series.
Out.
Yeah.
I mean, those two teams. It seems like it's always been an even matchup, even though the Blackhawks always had Blues numbers. It's just always gone to like 7 games. So. It's going to be really interesting.
You know, it's going to be good. The fans will be into it. Just great playoff hockey against two really good teams. And, but you never know with the Blues. A buddy at school was telling me today, you know, he really likes Brian Elliott, but sometimes we'll be watching a game and Brian Elliott will just forget how to play hockey. I mean, he's either got a few shutouts or he'll let in 6 goals in 2 periods. You just never know with Moose, but it's sure to be a great series and a great first round, great playoffs again for the NHL. Thanks, Cameron, for coming on. Again, remember to like up those pages, Baseball Equals Life, Hockey Equals Life, a few other pages, and we're really going to get that going. It's going to be huge before you know it. So, again, thanks, Cameron, for sharing your insight with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure.
No doubt.